Prepare to be amazed because we've packed in a lot of good stuff. From mining to agriculture, from military to construction fails. It's all here on the Gear Wheel channel. So get ready, because we're starting right away. How to get a mini excavator stuck? Well, it's easy. First, get the dozer stuck. This dozer found itself stuck in a big mess. On rainy days, the forest turns into a swamp, and people often have no choice but to take paths that have become traps, risking getting stuck along the way. And that's exactly what happened to this guy with the dozer. As soon as the dozer was pulled out, the mini excavator found itself in a big shh. On the way home, it got so deep in the mud that the tracks were completely covered. But let's see how he's going to get himself out of this mess. Lucky for him, he has strong hydraulics, a boom, and a bucket to get himself out. Two JCB excavators are trying to knock down a 70-ton rock. What was supposed to be a routine job nearly turned into a disaster. Often unaware of the dangers, these brave men risk their lives to keep operations running efficiently in the mine. A high-voltage cable powering the excavators has burned out, and this electrician is trying to find the spot where it was damaged by climbing up a 30-meter-high wall. A very risky job. A tractor trailer caught fire. More precisely, the rear tires ignited. Cases like this are common and usually happen because the trailer brakes were engaged or due to wheel bearing issues. Anyway, the driver stopped the vehicle as soon as he saw smoke, and an innocent bystander helped him disconnect the trailer. In the comments section of the original video, everyone criticized the firefighter for his slow approach and organization, but none of them noticed that the firefighter was working alone, with help from a local sheriff. Fortunately, the fire was quickly extinguished, and no one was injured. You can watch the full video at the link in the video description. Same issue, but on a much larger scale. This XCMG haul truck had a brake problem. Nothing to worry about. A single tire costs only 30,000 euros. The John Deere tractor got stuck in the mud while plowing, and that's okay. It happens all the time. But what is hilarious to me is when the rescue machine gets stuck. Anyway, let's see if they'll manage to handle this muddy situation. The ground is so wet that even this big John Deere with 4 rear wheels can't help. The 7820 that got stuck made a mistake by trying to pull itself out, and the more it tried, the deeper it sank. But let's watch.
Nasty! Chase!
And they finally made it, on the 3rd try, pulling it from behind. Great show, guys. Another John Deere ended up stuck in the mud. Looks like Johnny has no luck today. Well, would you look at that? An old Soviet-era Kirovets K700 has come to the rescue. That's gonna be interesting. Let's watch. Yup, that was nice and smooth. That's why I'm a big fan of old Soviet equipment. I don't know how crazy you'd have to be to do paving with a grader on the edge of a 20-meter-high wall. This guy's got some serious guts. Imagine retreating from the front line on a narrow, muddy road, leading the convoy, and then this happens to you. This M977 was stuck on purpose for a training exercise. Things like this often happen in real combat situations, which is exactly why these drills take place. To teach recovery specialists how to recover stuck military vehicles in the worst-case scenarios. The Oshkosh M977 belongs to the HEMTT class trucks, or Heavy Expanded Mobility Tactical Truck, and has been known in the U.S. military for years as a reliable and powerful vehicle. This workhorse is equipped with a Caterpillar C15 inline 6-cylinder diesel engine that generates 515 horsepower, and an Allison 5-speed 4500 SP automatic transmission. To run this beast, you need a fuel tank with a capacity of 587 liters of diesel, can reach a maximum speed of 100 kilometers per hour, and has a maximum payload capacity of 22.5 tons. Another military recovery training. Nah, just kidding. These 2 retired Yugoslav military trucks have found new job in the mine, but things aren't going quite as planned. They say work smarter, not harder. This guy came up with the idea to raise the bed and shift the weight onto the rear wheels. Very clever. But from what I can see, his rear tires are like those of a Formula One car. When the Russian army is loading some piece of equipment onto a trailer, I already know the video is going to be spectacular. The officers standing by are like, "Oh, don't worry. He did this on purpose. It's just a military exercise. Just checking if the tracking control system is working properly." You're probably wondering what the hell happened here. Well, according to the driver, as he was descending, the dynamic brake failed and the fully loaded truck suddenly surged downhill. Luckily, with a calm and skilled reaction, he managed to steer it toward the safety berm, where it finally came to a stop. Another fortunate factor was that no other vehicles were nearby. The dynamic brake essentially functions as engine braking, and it's a good thing the driver didn't slam on the foot brake, as that would have caused the vehicle to stop immediately and very likely flip over due to the high-speed downhill. Just look at that massive load that has spilled out. Jeez, I'm really glad there was no one nearby. And here we see that he could have easily broken through the berm and rolled over down the slope. You can watch the full video at the link in the description. This happened in Canada when a tractor trailer slammed head-on into the grader. The semi-driver was trapped in the cab as the fire quickly spread. Fortunately, the grader operator managed to rescue the driver from the burning cabin. In such a remote location, emergency vehicles are miles away, so a water bomber is the best and most efficient solution. The best, fastest, and most efficient way to spread 260 tons of gravel. Way to go, pal. In 80% of cases, pipe layer accidents happen due to unstable and soft trench edges, not the load. That's why a small elevation should be made at the edge of the trench. And now, for me personally, the best part of the video, ripping through hard rock. Even though the site is blasted, there are still big chunks of rocks that need to be removed and crushed, because a new haul road will be built there. But let's watch and enjoy the pure sound of metal and the diesel engine. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, you can watch the full video of this beast at the link in the description. A Ural truck loaded with pipes is trying to load onto a barge, but something tells me things ain't quite right. Let's watch the video, and then we'll go through an analysis. From what I can see, as soon as the truck's rear wheel stepped on the barge, it immediately started pushing it further away from the shore. And as the barge started moving further away, it immediately began pulling the truck with it. The driver tried to brake, but there was nothing he could do against the force of gravity, and the only thing left for him to do was to bail out. But whose responsibility is it? Who should bear the blame for this incident? Well, from my perspective, a series of mistakes were made. One of them is that the barge wasn't tied to the shore, and when the captain saw it moving away, he could have accelerated to return the barge to the shore, which would have prevented the truck from sinking into the river. And all that's left is to watch the rescue operation, and that won't be easy, so let's take a look. Thank God no one was standing near that snapped cable. Well guys, guess there's no end to human stupidity. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It would mean a lot to us. Until the next video, bye. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Please guys, don't do anything stupid.